recently pulled the dump box off my Chevy truck and have been on the hunt for a new bed. But beds for '01 Chevys don't exist in Ohio, and all the ones from out of Ohio would probably rust out in a month. Had a pretty cool idea. I've seen it done a couple times. So, threw the dog in the truck, drive 3 hours away, pick up the new bed. Pretty neat. Alright, here's what we ended up with. The 1953 M105. Previous owner was very knowledgeable. He said this one was probably most likely an ammo transport, and it probably, based on the condition, never left Ohio. Never saw duty. It's complete. The sides and top. The tarp is there. Landing gear's all there. The tires are great. They may have been replaced, but we're not going to use those because all I'm after is the bed. So I'm going to get it into the shop, ripped off the frame, start getting mounted on there. This landing gear, you have to just slam into the ground to get it out of here. This thing looks like it's gonna come apart pretty easy. These spring bolts here, and then there's 3 behind the light. There's 3 back there. No electrical to the box. So I don't see why I couldn't have this thing off in like a half hour. Unless every bolt fights me. Every bolt is gonna fight me. That's way too easy. Took like 45 minutes. There were actually 4 spring bolts on the front. It was like a U-bolt. But that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna get this thing out of here and get the truck underneath it. This thing is sweet, but I absolutely cannot stand the off-center wheel. So we'll be cutting 6 inches out of somewhere, either here or somewhere in here. There's a bunch of braces underneath, so just gotta pick a smart spot. But I love how it looks. It's actually not even sitting on the frame all the way because there's some mounting brackets I gotta cut off, but This is like perfect, absolutely perfect. Day 2, mounting the M105 military trailer box on my GMC truck. Last time I was working on it, my lift started leaking. I need this to be my helping hands because I do basically everything by myself here. So I got that sorted this week. It's operational, it's good to go. It's cold today. It is 20 in the shop. So I'm gonna burn like 47 cords of wood today, and hopefully I can get it to 23 or 24. That'd be sweet. So I'm gonna get the truck in, the box back up, cut, welded, mounts made, and mounted by the end of the day, which gives me like 12 hours. So let's see if we can get it done. All right, so the plan is to cut down the edge of the flange for this hat channel all the way down because it's a nice straight line, and I'll remove the 6 inches here. But I'm gonna measure once I get to the outside a lot because I don't want that. Sometimes I get a little bit too excited when I'm cutting, and then I end up cutting like that, and then on the other side it'll be like that. We're gonna do this as nice as possible. The box is probably getting bed lined, but I still don't want to blow a bunch of holes in it when I weld. We got a little steppener down there at the end. It's all right. I could have used the Plaz to cut all of this, but I mean, this is what we all grew up with. Just buy cheap cut-off wheels. They all blow up the same. So I don't see the point. Plus, most of it ends up in the air and on the ground anyway. I went through 5, making 2 cuts, which I think, well, maybe 6. I think that's still pretty good. It was only like $12 in wheels. I'll get it cleaned up, fit, start burning it back together. All right, got her fit up, got a nice little gap in there. That gets tighter, don't you worry. We'll be burning it in with the Cornwell 181 inverter welder. I would not recommend this welder to anybody. It's pretty good, inverter welder. You can weld, you know, 1/4 inch to basically air, but the customer support is basically non-existent. You can't get parts. It has the weakest ground clamp I've ever seen for such an expensive welder. I had to order a whip and it was basically like pulling teeth. So yeah, we'll get her tacked up. I might even throw it on the truck once I get a couple hot tacks in there and see how she looks. All right, I got it tacked and fit. I'm gonna burn the corners and then I am gonna fit it on the truck. but I know that if I wing it, it's gonna end bad. So I'm actually gonna fit it to be smart, but I don't want the front section to fall off and break, somehow 50 tacks. So I'm just gonna burn the corners in. I should probably clean up these fire hazards, but they're pretty wet. I think we'll be okay. Bed is on, looking sweet. This is where it's gonna sit. The front hat channel goes perfect over the front body mount. The two middle ones have to make a couple little brackets. And then the rear, I think I'm just gonna cut a hole, drop a bolt through it, and then I'll have all 8 factory mounting bolts. She's done. I'm really happy with how it came out. Fits great. I'm really happy I got to use 8 bolts. Don't feel like I'm skipping on its hauling capacity now. This thing's built like a tank. It's gonna probably outlast the truck. So the next thing to do is going to be grind the welds, just the ones on the outside. And the inside is going to get high pressure bed liner. And the outside is going to get colored bed liner when I do rockers. That's a warm weather project, at least not when it's so cold out. We did get up to 39, which was sweet. It's gotten really cold outside now, and I'm tired. This was a lot of work for one day. So, there'll be more videos on this, and the 55, and my bike, and all sorts of other stuff. So, thanks for watching.